Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We can take a look here at the Bitcoin chart on the 1 hour time frame. Bitcoin continues to move just sideways. Really, if you watched the video like 2 weeks ago and you came back today, really nothing happened. We're just consolidating. The support levels are unchanged. We're still looking at main support between 50 and 61.8K. I don't see any evidence at this stage that the overall correction is completed, but please be aware that corrective structures can take a whole range of different patterns, and they can adopt a whole range of different structures, patterns. They can morph and transform. I always need to repeat that because a lot of people are new on this channel and don't have a very thorough understanding, I would say, from Elliott Wave, which is okay and understandable, which is why I am here to explain it, but Elliott Wave basically tells us that within corrections, we have to expect wave count changes and transformations. They are not to be seen primarily as predictive, not in corrections. That's different to an impulse in which Elliott Wave really shines with its predictive powers. But in a correction, we know that Elliott Wave allows for, I think it's more than 12 corrective structures that can unfold at every juncture, and therefore there is very limited predictive powers in corrections, but they allow us to understand the turning points and where the relevant pivots are and which support levels need to hold, invalidation points, and so on. So we always have to be flexible within a correction. If you're trading within a correction, there are a few ways to do it. Not the right way is to follow the wave count. Okay, that's not the right way to do it. The wave counts, however, they give us support areas. They give us support areas like this one that was a micro support area, or here the larger support area, the resistance ranges. So you could just use them as key pivots and buy when we get close to support, sell when we get close to resistance. So basically just range trading. Or within a correction, you basically what that would mean is you stay on the larger time frame because you're not trying to trade the count, you're trading the levels that the count reveals from a higher level. Or, well, you might just combine Elliott Wave with your own trading system. I mean, Elliott Wave is no trading system per se, but if you have another unique set of indicators or something and you want to trade with that, then combine it with Elliott Wave. That's the other way of trading within a correction. But it's not the right approach to trade aggressively within a correction. And that's what I always say, and you see why, because it just goes up and down and up and down. And the trend, there's no established trend within a correction. Okay, it's just a correction. So what are the two patterns? I'd say we take an updated look at the short-term bullish and short-term bearish perspective for Bitcoin. Let's start with the short-term bearish count. That's the yellow one, which, however, would lead to a rather quick completion of this correction. Here we're looking at a W, X, Y structure, and the Y wave is an A, B, C structure. So it's possible that wave B of Y already topped. If wave B of Y already topped, then we are now in the C wave to the downside, which could be an impulse or an ending diagonal. It takes a break below 64.8K to confirm this wave count further in yellow wave C, because that's the low that was formed yesterday. If we take that level out, basically 65K, if we take that level out, it would shift probabilities towards the yellow count further. And we should see sort of 60 to 59K in wave C of Y of 4. So it's very consistent, the idea that we haven't completed the correction and ideally should see one more dip in this correction, which might scare the kids. And then from there, we can rally in wave 5. Okay, so that would be the preferred scenario for anybody who wants a quick completion of the correction, because it might just need one more dip into the support area and then an impulsive structure could form from there. A more, let's say, extended structure is the white count. You could say that's short-term bullish. But before we go to that, it is even possible that this B wave, obviously, in the yellow count extends a bit. So be aware of that. That could happen. So it really takes a break below that 65K level to confirm the onset of wave C of Y of 4. Now looking at the white count, we're dealing here with the more extended A, B, C structure. Essentially, it's a similar structure, just a different way how this B wave here is subdividing, because it's looking then like a more extended ABC structure itself. And this B wave could end around 76K, therefore short-term bullish. And that pattern, if it works out, might open up the door to more direct breakouts. But first of all, we would need to see if the price can actually get to that level up there. I mean, at the moment, there is no evidence really that the white count is playing out. There's no evidence because the rally was only in 3 waves. So really, I would need, I would need to see more evidence for that. Oops. And as we speak, Bitcoin shows a bit of weakness, okay, as you can see. So there is no, I mentioned in the last video, the rally was, again, maybe a 1-2 here, but it would have to be a diagonal, and this could be an AB. But the B wave would need to finish here in this region, and then a C wave rally. If we now break above yesterday's high, which was at around 69.4K, well, yeah, then we can follow the white count, right? And then this could be wave C of 3, then 4, 5, and it might drive us to 76K. But it's difficult because it's not an impulse, so it definitely leaves the door open for the yellow count. Very, very balanced probabilities in this correction, as they normally are. The chart has followed a very clear ABC pattern until here, like a week ago, and now it's just messing around. And that's just normal in corrections, okay? When you talk about, or when you read about manipulation or something, you know, that's typically just normal corrective price behavior. So I remain of the view, and that's regardless of the short-term bearish or the short-term bullish count, that it would be ideal for the price to get into this region down there, around 59K maybe, to complete the correction sooner or later. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.